So I'm obviously have to turn my music off because I can't have music and be trying to do a video. I just want to jump right in with today's video. Oh my goodness, this thing has been in my heart for a minute, and obviously distractions and the enemy. Skin tones, I mean everything about it. I just love seriously, my little distraction. One of the biggest questions that I've received lately, and also that reminded me of myself and where I was when I was a young teenager, even a young 20-year-old growing up in college and like going through the motions, having fun, enjoying the college life and all this stuff, right? So this question has really baffled me, has really shocked me so much, how many Black people have no idea what this term means. And not that I'm coming for y'all, but I want to bring awareness to the fact that a lot of us just don't know. A lot of us just don't know what this term means. And the term I'm talking about is pro-life. A lot of us don't know what the word or the phrase pro-life means. It's not common in our language. It's not common in our culture to say, oh, I'm pro-life. You pro-life? You too? You pro-life? You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Listen, this is a no judgment video. If you're like, dang, why she coming for me? Don't feel that way. I just want to educate you and then inspire you to do something about it. So if you're watching this video, stay to the very end. I know a lot of people say that. I'm not giving away anything, but I have a challenge for you. And that challenge is going to encourage you, it's going to inspire you to get involved in a small, simple way. So let's jump right in. Here's something interesting. I just want to give a little back history on why this is very important for me to share with you and to share with my audience that has been watching, that have reached out to me via social media, that has, asked me questions even in real life since I've been talking about abortion so much, okay? That word should not be taboo. It should be a word that sparks conversation. It should be a word that, like it's already doing, it's causing us to look more into what abortion really is, the effects of it, and how it is affecting our world. I really want you to watch this and realize that it's not supposed to beat you up and say, oh, you're stupid because you don't know what pro-life is. No, it's supposed to educate you a little bit and also inspire you to do something about what you just learned, okay? So you see how that works? So stay to the end. Don't turn off the video. I know it's tempting because you're like, oh, I don't want to talk about this. Everybody talk about this right now. But I promise I'm going to make it fun and light and very, very, very like easy, okay? So don't turn the video. Yeah, props to the Lord. Yeah, I do that. The question is, what is pro-life, okay? I'm gonna start right here. Interestingly, many girls like myself, young, in her 20s, almost out of her 20s, but in her 20s, young, Black, going to school, going to church, at least 30 weeks out of the year, at least. I didn't know what pro-life was. And I was also heavily engaged in culture on social media, hanging out with people, hanging out with family, friends, in cultural communities like the barbershop. Well, when I was getting my hair cut, when I did the big chop, I was in the beauty salons. I was heavily influenced in our culture, in our communities, and never even heard this term pro-life. Never. I can't, let me see if I'm lying. No, I'm not. I can't. I've never heard it. I didn't hear it until I actually wanted to get involved and do something different. So not only did I not understand what the term or even hear the term pro-life or understand what it means, I couldn't even answer the question, am I pro-life? Am I pro-life? I mean, how could I answer something if I didn't even know what the foundation of it was? Here's the goal. I'm going to quickly and simply break it down and share with you what pro-life is, and then give you an opportunity to answer for yourself, am I pro-life? Am I pro-life? Okay, you ready? Okay, here's the basic definition of pro-life, or the phrase pro-life. I got this off of Google. Pro-life means you oppose the intentional killing of innocent human beings in the womb. So let's start here, okay? So boom, you believe that it is wrong to intentionally kill or terminate the life of a living, breathing, innocent human being, okay? So if you put two and two together, one, you believe that it's wrong to kill a human being. I mean, any age, right? It is wrong. There's consequences you can go to jail forever, like, and you're taking a life, right? So 1, you believe that it is wrong to kill an innocent human being. Okay, place that with the procedure of an abortion. The basic definition of abortion means to deliberately terminate a human pregnancy, okay? And if you look up the definition deliberate or deliberately, that means it's thought out, it's planned, it is something that has been premeditated. So the actual definition, if I could read it, is deliberate means to make a thought out, calculated, willful, or intentional decision. So if we place the word abortion right where it fits in this definition, abortion means to intentionally kill an innocent human being. Okay, so let's start over. Pro-life. Pro-life means that you are against, that you do not support the intentional killing of an innocent human being. Okay, and the procedure of abortion is to intentionally, deliberately think, plan, schedule, book, go on Google, search abortion clinic, pick a date, make a payment, or if you get it free with a scholarship, whatever, make that appointment to terminate a pregnancy. Okay, what does that mean? What's the conclusion of this? Abortion is wrong. Abortion is not okay. With that awareness, with that understanding, if you still believe that abortion is wrong and abortion is unethical, it is taking the life of a human being before they are born, and you believe that conception is where life begins, then you are pro-life. You believe in the pro-life message. Hey, you can still say, but Janisha, I don't know, if I'm fully pro-life, because I believe that, abortion is okay in certain situations. And, a lot of times I hear, what if a girl is raped, or what if a child has a disease that they're going to be disabled for the rest of their life? To have different thoughts and different mindsets about whether it is okay to abort or not doesn't change the basic definition of abortion. So you can have different thoughts about when you feel it is right to have an abortion or will you feel it is wrong to have an abortion. But to be pro-life, you are saying that in any circumstance, in any situation, whether raped, whether unplanned, whether planned, whether left as a single mom, any situation, whether the baby is going to come out and have to be on bed rest for the rest of its life, in any situation, it is not okay to intentionally end the life of a human being. Okay, so pro-life, our feelings can't get in the way of what it means to be pro-life. Our spiritual, our religious beliefs can't get in the way of what it means to be pro-life. Okay, a definition gives us a foundation, a premise to base everything we believe off of, to align what we hear and what we see. We align everything we hear and what we see with that definition. And so again, it goes back to the definition of what it means to be pro-life, the definition of what an abortion is. To stand for something doesn't always mean you fully understand what you are arguing for or what you are fighting for. Listen, when I first came to understand what pro-life meant and to realize that I was pro-choice, because if you would have asked me years ago when I was super religious and like super holy and would say the right Christian answer just to look good in front of people, I would say I was pro-life, but my lifestyle didn't match my pro-life message. Okay, so I was singing songs in church, I was reading the Bible, I was leading Bible studies for kids while being pro-choice in my actions, but pro-life in my words. Okay, and your words, your actions speak louder than your words. We hear that all the time. Your actions speak louder than your words. So I could say, that when I became fully pro-life and understood that, it is wrong to have an abortion, no matter what the situation is. I still don't fully understand. I'm still learning and growing and educating myself. And even with this definition I've given off of my phone here, because I'm learning and I'm reading and researching and learning from people who have been in this, that doesn't mean that I know everything. I don't know everything. Standing up for something doesn't mean that you are an expert in that area. You just believe the premise of the definition. You believe the foundation of whatever you're standing for is truth, okay? And from that truth, you operate out of that truth. And so I'm still, as a pro-lifer, as a newborn pro-lifer, a new convert, whatever you want to call me, I am still learning and growing and understanding what this whole pro-life thing means. Sometimes I'm confused. Sometimes I'm like, man, okay, I know what I believe, but man, like, could an abortion be okay in that situation? And then I have to go back and say, you know what? No, it's not. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay to intentionally kill a human being. Situations where there's surgeries, or, you know, there's a miscarriage, or there is a stillbirth, or there is a procedure that has to be done for the sake of the life of the mother, or for the sake of the life of that baby. Okay, there's a situation in that. But to intentionally, let's get back to the definition, to intentionally, premeditate, deliberately, plan out, think, go out of your way to research and to find an abortion clinic and to share your reasoning is that I just don't want to be a mama right now. I don't want to be with this baby daddy. I don't want to be, you know, have other people look down on me. I can't afford this right now. That is not a good enough reason to have an abortion. That you can't be pro-life. You can't call yourself pro-life and have that kind of an approach to abortion. One of my biggest fears of becoming pro-life, or even using media and video and film as a way to promote this new way of thinking, one of my biggest fears was that I wasn't going to be smart enough or know enough to argue somebody down or debate about this topic. And I learned that it's not about it's not about everything I know and how I can debate a thing, or how I can, you know, show that I'm super smart and super educated and all this stuff like that. It's how I share what I know with those who have no idea. I heard this girl once say in a coaching group I was involved in, she said, your best client or your best customer is someone who's only 2 steps behind you. The best audience that you can help is an audience that is only 2 steps behind you. And what that meant to me is that I don't have to be this super, super far out educated person to reach my audience who is here. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to be way up here and they're here. No, I just got to be just 2 steps ahead of you. And my 2 steps may just be the basic understanding of what this whole pro-life thing is. And that's what it is. And so I'm a storyteller. I share stories, but I wanted to come on and talk about this because I have had a lot of Black girls and I'm surprised, and in my community, and that really stands out for me. Men and women ask me, what is pro-life? Like, seriously, like, what is that? What is that? And that's okay. And, you know, you don't have to be an activist tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Understanding what pro-life is and what the message and the movement is all about. You don't have to, you know, start going out and holding up signs and protesting and all of this stuff and, you know, and praying in front of abortion clinics. You don't have to do that to be pro-life. You just simply have to agree that it is wrong to intentionally terminate the life of a human being. Okay? So that's all I wanted to share. Now you know. You can never say you don't know. If you watch this video, you know what pro-life is. And now what are you going to do with it? You can agree. You can disagree. And that's okay. You know, there's a lot of pro things I'm against and a lot of pro things that I'm for. And so you don't have to agree with this video. I just want to educate. I just want to share and explain what it means to be pro-life. I'm pro-girl, I'm pro-Christian, I'm pro-Jesus, I'm pro-food because I love it, you know what I'm saying? I'm pro a lot of different things. And so a lot of times we don't choose a stance because we don't know what we're choosing. And so if you want to take this, I encourage you, take this and go do your own research. Go and look and discover, okay, why is this pro-life thing so important? What is the difference? What is pro-choice? What is the difference? You know what I'm saying? And that's all I want you to take from this. And hey, if you're gonna be pro-life, So if anyone asks you now, pro-life means that you believe in the protection of the unborn, that you believe in the sanctity of life. You believe in the preservation of human life at any stage of life, okay? Here's the call to action. Here's the fun part. Here's what I wanted you to wait to the end to see. Here's what I want you to do with this. If you determine in your heart that I'm pro-life, and if you were pro-life before you watch this video, cool, what's up? How you doing, fam? If you're not pro-life, okay, that's okay. If you decided to be pro-life after watching this video, cool. You just got a better understanding on what abortion is. And if you're pro-choice and you're like, nah, I don't believe that, I don't think I want to be pro-life, I still think, this or that, that's cool too. Listen, I just want to educate. That's my goal, is educate and inspire, okay? So here's the inspiration part. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to do some research, okay? Do some research of pro-life ministries, organizations, centers in your community. I want you to see what's in your community, okay? Don't just learn about this thing. Go and see what the pro-life community is doing in your backyard. Go and give them a call, ask them some questions. A lot of times we want to bash something, but we never give them a chance to tell us what they're doing, why they're important, why are they here, what is their purpose on this earth? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with the money? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you a nonprofit organization? So I want you to find out who's in your community. What pro-life organizations are there in your area? Research and see, do you have any leaders or pioneers that are already in your community making a difference today? Or are there some historical leaders that have made a difference that grew up right in your backyard? Do some research. If so, let's do this challenge together. So do you have any leaders or pioneers in your community that are already making a difference? And these can be people in pro-life pregnancy centers. These can be people in local churches that are leading pro-life groups like Embrace Grace, Surrendering the Secret. And actually, you can go to those websites and see if they're in your area. See if anyone is hosting any healing ministries or any groups that are pro-life in a sense where they walk women through their 9 months of pregnancy. So go online and Google search pregnancy centers in my area, post-abortion recovery groups in my area, social services, family support groups in my zip code. Look and see if there's any support groups for dads, for single moms, for women who have been sheltered and need support with their babies. These are all pro-life organizations that are doing things to create an abundant life for mothers and fathers who have children. And see if there's any organizations in your community like Students for Life. Have you ever heard of Students for Life? They're an organization that partners with universities, and they place students on university campuses to encourage girls that get pregnant and guys that get their girlfriends pregnant in school that, hey, you can still be great and successful on campus. You can be pregnant on campus and get support. You don't have to leave. That organization is so cool. I actually love them really a lot. You can look up organizations in your area and see what are they doing in your community for your community. And here's the challenge. Let's just take a moment to thank them. Simply, that's it. That was the whole challenge. Can we show our gratitude? How much time will it take to give a call to your local pregnancy center and say thank you? Thank you for all you do. Thank you for every mom that has come into your office and has been scared and not know what to do, and you gave them a free resource. Did you know that pregnancy centers, women's centers in the communities, they offer legit free healthcare? I experienced it. I am not ashamed to say that I got free healthcare at one point in my life. I had no idea that there were centers like that. And so this pregnancy center loved on me. They gave me free healthcare. I was able to get a well woman's exam for totally free. A sweet doctor who loved, she was so sweet. And I really this place was just so awesome. I couldn't help but thank them. I was just so blessed of the love and the support they showed me. How hard would it be to make a simple phone call and just say, thank you for all you do. You guys are amazing. I may not know exactly the stats or what you have going on, but just thank you for being here. And ask them, is there any way you can support? Is there any way you can volunteer in their center? And if so, how can you get involved? And if you're the type that likes to write cute notes clothes, like you like something tangible, why not send them a note in the mail and just say, thank you guys for all you do. Thank you for all the moms that you supported and all the women that have come into your centers and you've given them free health care. And of course, I mean, like, this is so crazy. When I found out that a pregnancy center did this, I was like, are you serious? Even some pregnancy centers give away free baby clothes and supplies to new moms that have considered abortion and changed their mind. Or if a mom just came in and she wanted support and never even thought of abortion. But I mean, the way they love on these women is just so amazing. So if you could, I mean, just send them like a thank you note. Like, how hard is it to go to the dollar store if you have to and fill out this beautiful thank you note and just say, I just want to say thank you for all that you do. Here's another cool one. If you know of a local church in your area that provides support for moms who've had unplanned pregnancies or supports for single moms and dads who already have their children, or if you know of a church that provides post-abortion recovery like the one that I went to, oh my goodness, send them a note and just say thank you. Like, what they did for you was amazing. Just give them a quick call and say, you know what? I just want to thank you for creating a safe space for women like me or my friend or my sister who's been able to experience post-abortion recovery healing in your church. I mean, I think that is so amazing that churches would even provide that. Think about how you would bless a pastor or a leader in a church by simply giving them a call, a complete stranger who hasn't even experienced the ministry in their church, and just say thank you because they are in your community and are making a difference. A lot of times we think that, oh, I don't go to that church or I don't, fellowship with that denomination, so, I'll let their people do it. You never know what a simple thank you may do. They may like go even crazy and do 20 more groups just because of this awesome thank you and simple gesture that you sent through the mail or over the phone to them just to say, you're amazing and God bless you. Can you believe there's actually pastors who are passionate about seeing women and men healed in their churches from abortion? Like, when I found out post-abortion Bible study existed, I was like, are you serious? Like, this has been around for like 10 years. Are you serious? I didn't even know like church pastors like would even come to that level. I thought they just looked at us like, oh, you're so evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's so amazing. So even more so, guys, like, I'm gonna try to hit up so many pastors in my area and be like, yo, you're awesome because like you don't know what you're doing for the community. Do it. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Like, it'll hopefully encourage other pastors to do the same, especially in our Black communities. I haven't seen many of our churches lead groups in our areas, but I believe that it will happen because we're going to encourage them. We're going to reach out to our community churches and say, hey, start a group in my area. We are boldly. I believe we're going to do it. I'm going to be one of the first. So, and lastly, here's the main thank you I want you to do in this challenge, okay? Thank God. Thank God so much for what he is doing in the earth, what he is doing in this world. I mean, I'm a living, breathing testimony of God's grace. If his grace did not exist, y'all, I would be in the ground because, listen, I've done so much junk. And God decided to give me a second chance. God decided to use me as a voice in this world. And so that is the biggest like thank you we can give to our Creator, to say, you know what, you're awesome, God. You are so amazing to even create leaders, Lord God. You are so amazing to raise people up who will be a light and a fire in this dark world, Lord God. You are amazing, God. And we thank you, God, for the creative strategies you have come up with. Like, who else can we give a bigger thanks to than our Lord and Savior for what he is doing for those who have already made the decision to have abortions, for those who are having unplanned pregnancies and don't know where to turn, and they have this awesome ministry called Embrace Grace that they can go to and get support from their local church with their unplanned pregnancy. Like, it's all God. It is all God who makes all of this possible. So I really want to encourage you. If you are up for this challenge, let me know. Let me know if you found anyone in your community that is doing any kind of pro-life ministry or any kind of pro-life outreaches or have an organization in your area. Let me know if you find one and like post them down below. Let's do some like serious shout outs because they deserve so much support, man. If you could just see the love and grace that they shower on people, you would just be like, yo, like, why be mad at them? Like, why? Like, They're not doing anything but literally helping people. They're doing nothing but helping people. So seriously, take this challenge. I'm doing it too, guys. I'm going to challenge myself to send out more and more thank yous than I've ever done before. I've done it to the people that I have encountered and to those I have been blessed by, but how much more to encourage those in my city? How much more can I encourage them with just a simple thank you for being planted, for being a seed, for you never know who they've touched that has touched you. So it's all, this life is a ripple effect. And a lot of times we don't even realize that the person that has ministered to us, person that has touched us, was touched by someone totally, I mean, like, you know, everyone says like, this is a small world. Like, someone way over here touched them and then they touch you and then you realize, oh, you're the reason why I was blessed because this person blessed you. And so, man, like, how much of an impact can we make with just simply saying, thank you. I believe in you. You're amazing. You're awesome. Everything you do, be blessed. Like, how much can we just shower blessings on people? Like, come on, we can do it. It's not hard. It's not hard. Also, too, another group of people we don't want to forget is like simply those in our own like friend circles like that we know that are like passionate about loving on moms and dads and babies and families. Like sometimes you may not even find like a whole organization, but if you're like, man, I know somebody that has a big heart and they're pro-life. So I just want to thank my pro-life friend for being pro-life. I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. So if you stayed to the very end of this video, first of all, you're dope because I know that this is one of the tougher videos because I know just with everything going on, sometimes like, I don't want to even hear about that. But if you stayed to watch, thank you so much for watching. Like this video is so, it's just really like from my heart because I've heard it for so long, like what is pro-life? And every time I'm like, for real? But then I have to be like, listen, G, there was a point where you didn't know what it was. And so give grace and give grace to those. And hey, that's just more of an opportunity for me to share and educate. I just want to encourage you, like if this video educated you in any kind of way, if it taught you something new, maybe if it broke down what pro-life was better for you, that is what's up. Like for real, let me know if this video blessed you. Let me know if it encouraged you. And don't just get educated. Like go and do something with it. Go and be pro-life. Do pro-life. Reach out to your local Bound for Life organization, the one I started with, where they just go out simply in front of abortion clinics and other locations and they pray. Actually, I have a video that I posted called Praying for the Post-Abortive Girl. I actually created that because someone asked me, gee, when you go in front of abortion clinics, what do you pray for? Are you just like condemning people or are you actually praying for everyone? Like, do you care about everyone? And so that video I posted just simply share what I pray for the girls when I'm standing out there. And of course, there's always something different and new that comes to my mind in that moment. You know, if that's something that you want to start and do, I encourage you, go. Just go. Don't be afraid. And don't worry. People are going to judge you. People are going to love you or hate you, whether you are pro this or anti that. Listen, this world needs more love. This world needs more support of one another, okay? I just encourage you, don't worry. Don't worry about what people are gonna think of you. Step out. If this is something that you've been on the edge about, you're like, I don't really know, you know, I wanna support, but I don't really know what my friends are gonna think about me. My family might like disown me. Listen, you have to live for who God has created you to be. And if God has created you to be a voice for those who have no voice, then baby girl, you are being disobedient. And disobedience is not the route to go, okay? Don't be afraid. God is going to be with you. He says he'll always be with us. If you need support, again, get into one of these organizations. They are like family. When you get to meet a lot of people in these movements and different organizations that share these passions together, you kind of begin to take on a whole new family. Seriously, like it's pretty amazing. And so if you're looking for that, a community or people that can walk alongside you that understand or know what you are sensing and feeling in your heart, and you're the only one in your circle of friends right now, that's okay. Go be around those who you agree with. Go be around those who you support and you love. And then also go around those who don't always agree with you. And just show them love and grace and tell them, hey, I understand where you're coming from. This is what I stand on and I understand where you're coming from. So this is all about love. Man, this thing, listen. Do you, and I'm telling you, You're gonna have to stand out. You're gonna have to stand out. In order to be a voice, in order to be effective in this world, sometimes you're gonna have to stand out. I think it was Dave Ramsey say, in order to live like no one else later, you gotta live like no one else right now. Hey, sometimes you gotta do that. So, all right, I said all that. I just wanna thank you so much for watching this video, man. Oh, like I said, this thing has been on my heart for so long, and I finally got it out. I really wanted to encourage you guys and educate you more in this video to know what it means to be pro-life, to don't be in a dark, don't, you know, avoid something because you don't know what it is. Like, ask. It's okay to ask. Like, I didn't know what it was for a very long time, and when I finally asked and did my research, I was like, oh, okay, I get it, I see. If you would like to see more like this, or if you have a video idea that you would like me to share, don't hesitate, leave it in the comments or send me a direct message in Instagram or Facebook. I actually put all of my social media handles down below, so that way you can reach out to me. And yeah, if there's anything that I maybe didn't cover in this video that you're like, hey, you should probably know this too or understand that, or if there's just something you want to encourage me with, I'm all for it. And thank you so much, guys. I look forward to coming back on, meeting up with you, talking with you, sharing with you, and just encouraging you to love yourself, love God, and to move forward. You don't have to stay where you are, and God definitely wants to get you from where you are to where He wants you to be. So I love you guys. Be blessed. Thank you for watching, and peace out. Oh yeah, we're happy and we're singing and we're color. Do 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 do. Give me a high five. Guys, look how funny. I was gonna miss out on making a video, and I have actually fallen in love with the bird box poof. I'm gonna call it the bird box poof because definitely the bird box weather outside made it like this. Thank you, Florida. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm gonna go do a deep protein treatment because it is so dry, and it's not supposed to be looking like this, but it is. But I thank God for it, because if you could see where I was before, oof, I had the boy cutting on. So, ooh, lint check, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him, lint check. Ooh, don't do it to him. Ooh, don't do it to him, lint check. Don't do it to him, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him, don't do it to him. Ooh, don't do it to him. So, ooh, lip check. Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. Ooh, put that back. Put that back. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.